Alright, anyone down? Yeah. Oh, there's Nightcrawler.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. I trust all is well with you?
A little light reading, eh? St. Thomas Aquinas on politics and ethics.
Yeah. I find St. Thomas helps me when I start feeling lost.
You're an X-Man and you still feel lost?
Oh yeah. All this turmoil over Magneto and the mutants and humans, it makes my heart ache. I dislike the fact that we are all rational adults, and yet we still cannot live in peace.
Do you read a lot?
Yeah, I am at home among books, and I am guessing that you are too.
How could you tell?
I have found that people who read are able to look beyond the appearance of other people and see them for what they truly are. And you are such a person, yeah?
Sort of like not judging a book by its cover.
Indeed.
So you grew up in a circus?
It was exciting and it was terrifying. And God was watching over me when the circus found me, for I would not have lived long anywhere else.
What do you mean?
A furry blue child with a pointed tail has limited options in the outside world, but put him under the big top and he becomes the amazing Nightcrawler, a box office sensation.
Auf Wiedersehen, Nightcrawler.
Ist ja schön. If I did not know better, I would think you were German.
Alright, I don't know if I needed to, like, if I asked about the Sentinel thing, or if that was just going to be, you know, the same spiel about, like, what we already talked about the first time we talked to him.
Hi, Allison. What's up?
With Magneto on the loose, everyone around here is really uptight.
Tell me about it. At lunch, I took the last ice cream sandwich, and Wolverine threatened to cut out my heart and eat it in front of me. Normally, he just threatens to cut out my heart.
The X-Men have battled Magneto before, haven't they?
Plenty of times. We've had a lot of close calls, but somehow we always wind up beating old Buckethead.
So you're not scared of Magneto?
Heck yeah! He scares the icicles out of me. The guy's really powerful and a borderline loon.
But we'll beat Magneto, right?
I'd like to think so, but this time feels different. Magneto's never been so sure of himself that he went on TV and declared global war.
I'll see you later, Bobby.
I already miss you.
Alright, whatever the fuck that was.
Hey, Allison, what's up?
What are you up to?
Just waiting to see if old Magneto is gonna come back on TV and threaten the world again. For my money, nothing's more entertaining than a psychotic megalomaniac.
Have you ever met Magneto?
Once or twice, but he doesn't scare me.
One of the most powerful mutants in the world doesn't scare you at all.
Well, okay, maybe just a little, but that's because the guy's crazy with a capital C. But I'm always up for a good scrap, even if it is big bad Magneto.
You sound like Wolverine.
Yeah, I suppose I've picked up one or two of Wolvie's terms.
Why's that?
When I first met Wolverine, I saved his life. And then somehow I kind of became his unofficial sidekick. Anyway, the two of us are pretty close.
I didn't think Wolverine liked anyone.
Well, he hides it well. But deep down inside, Wolvie's just a big old teddy bear. With razor-sharp adamantium claws.
Talk to you later, Jubilee.
See you around, Allison.
Awesome.
Hello again, Allison. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me who Magneto is?
He is a mutant of inconceivable power. His ability to control electromagnetic fields allows him to realize almost any desire, from the slightest of whims to the grandest of schemes.
But why is he so angry at humans?
Magneto lost his family to the horrors of the Holocaust. He believes that mutant kind faces a similar threat, and that is how he justifies his hatred.
Isn't he right, though? I mean, Humans hate mutants. They said so on the news.
People fear what they don't understand, and humans do not understand mutants. Therefore, it is our responsibility to enlighten them.
Why are the X-Men so nervous about Magneto? He's only one mutant.
Magneto alone is a force to be reckoned with, but he also has the Brotherhood at his beck and call.
The Brotherhood is pretty bad news, huh?
Indeed they are. The Brotherhood of Mutants is a twisted cast of miscreants dedicated to Magneto's cause.
So they're kind of like the X-Men, following Professor Xavier.
The X-Men and the Brotherhood are polar opposites. The X-Men seek to promote understanding between mutants and humans. The Brotherhood seeks to rule non-mutants, and they will not hesitate to use violence to achieve their goal.
Have you ever met Magneto?
I've had the misfortune to cross paths with Magneto several times. They were most unpleasant experiences. But there are many who find Magneto a very charismatic leader.
None of the X-Men like Magneto, do they?
Well, let's just say that some of us have seen the error of our ways.
Oh my gosh, one of the X-Men was a member of the Brotherhood? Who?
It's not my place to say, Allison. If that person wants you to know, then that person will have to tell you.
Talk to you later, Beast.
Come back anytime, Allison.
Okay. I think there is a flashback soon-ish. Well, I like as in I think that Storm and Wolverine thing is a flashback section. I don't know. Or not, actually.
Hello, Allison. We were just discussing you.
I'm really sorry about all that damage I did to the Danger Room.
Kid, if I had to say sorry every time I tore up the Danger Room, it'd be the only word out of my mouth.
Really? You mean it?
Yes, Allison. Part of the reason we use the Danger Room is so new mutants can test their powers in a controlled environment. And that frequently results in equipment being damaged.
What do you say, kid? Want to give it a go?
You want me to go in the Danger Room again?
I think it would be a good idea. Professor Xavier is quite adamant that you hone your skills.
Besides, aren't you just aching to pay back Mystique and the rest of the Brotherhood for jumping you like that?
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Good. Just warn me if you're gonna go thermonuclear so I can get out of the way.
What am I doing here? I'm not ready for this.
Now don't you go worrying, kiddo. We're gonna watch you every step of the way. If there's even a whisker of trouble, I'll pull the plug.
You're sure about this?
If I'm lying, I'm dying, kiddo.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, well, first of all, let's level up. Alright, so basically, this first level, or, well, rather, this level is just the first level of the game where you play as Wolverine, but this time as Allison. And since you're Allison at level 12 or whatever, right, the enemies are the same level as they were when you fought them as Wolverine, so a lot of them go down in one punch, as you've seen, or two. So, you know, that's pretty good, you know? It's pretty awesome that they're like, nah, just make it real easy.
Come on, let's go.
All right.
What's going on here? Time to heat things up.
Fool! You think I came here alone?
Down to the same hit, it is the same. You know, did she not learn from that? I mean, I know she wasn't present when that happened, but you would think that, you know, she would at least know, oh yeah, that's right, Mystique punches him fucking back fist to the future, so, you know. But yeah, I believe that it's after this that Allison becomes an actual character that you can use, like, on missions, rather than it being just, you know, teasing you like this.
Ha! You're one of the mighty X-Men?
Them damn polygons on the top of her damn head. Look at that outline. Thick outline.
No, not her.
You can win this fight, Allison. I know you can.
It's not exactly the hardest thing, you know? Especially since it's like, well, Mystique's not going to be that hard. We know what her technique is. Like, literally, she's already jumped away after just like a couple of hits.
See that? I did it! I beat Mystique!
Great job, kid. But now you gotta go save yourself from Blob.
Oh, right. I almost forgot.
Why is Mystique still standing there?
Hey, that's me he's carrying.
Oh!
Get this guy away from me!
Hey, come back here!
What was it Cyclops said?
Oh yeah. Don't take another step closer, Blob!
Try and stop me, creep puff!
And again, it's just like the first time, but way easier because we're using Allison. Because she's got added damage, and we don't have to switch into Cyclops because she has elemental added damage. And we're done.
I did it! I beat him! I beat them all! And I didn't destroy the Danger Room!
Allison, you were magnificent.
I saw the entire exercise. Very commendable, Allison. You've already shown vast improvement in controlling your powers. Perhaps it's time you were given greater responsibilities.
Professor, I admit it was impressive, but one session in the Danger Room doesn't make Allison ready for field ops.
I agree, Scott, but we must allow Allison to grow at her own rate. And I believe that with the proper supervision, she would make an excellent addition to our team.
Me? An X-Man? I don't believe it.
What do you say, Allison Crestmere? Would you consider joining our team?
Yes, yes, I'd love to. Do I get a cool code name?
How about Pebbles?
Oh, hush, Logan.
Stratus?
Those are good suggestions, but I kind of had a name in mind already. How about Magma?
Magma. An excellent choice. Welcome to the X-Men. Magma.
What about the uniform? Do I get to wear my uniform all the time?
Follow me, dear.
I would say no, but it does seem like a lot of the X-Men do literally wear their costumes all the time. Oh, it's Nightcrawler.
Ah, congratulations, Fräulein Crestmere. I see that you have joined the X-Men.
Oh, that's about it. So I guess it's probably just a wraparound of like, oh wow, you're X-Men now, I guess. Cool.
Wow, nice uniform. Look out, Jean Grey. Here comes Allison Crestmere.
Please, call me Magma. I'll see you later.
Well, look at you. Allison Crestmere is officially an X-Man. Congrats. I knew you had it in you.
Talk to you.
See you around.
Hello again, Allison.
Oh, I guess he doesn't want to talk about the damn costume. Okay, Beast. Guess what, dude? You're not fucking inviting to my fucking birthday party no more.
Hey, kid. Nice to see the team's getting some new blood.
Isn't this kind of an odd time to be working on your motorcycle?
Nah, working with my hands helps clear my mind.
I never got a chance to thank you for being so encouraging after I destroyed the danger room.
You're a powerhouse, kid. You just need to learn a little self-control. But then who am I to be talking about self-control?
Jean called you a man of mystery. What did she mean?
Jean said that, huh? Well, kid, I'm a mystery even to myself. I can't remember anything before I woke up in a laboratory tank at the Weapon X facility a few years back. But I can tell you, the creeps that put me in that tank are always gonna remember me. The few that are still living.
So, what exactly happened to you at the Weapon X facility?
It happened some years ago. I came to in some oversized aquarium with tons of wires coming out of my skin. All I wanted were two things: freedom and revenge.
Here are the only interesting flashback this entire game has.
What a remarkable creature. Such strength, such anger. He is a prime specimen for this experiment.
His adrenaline levels are rising fast. And look at those EKG spikes. Oh no. He's waking up.
How is that possible? Administer an additional liter of depomorphine.
It's having no effect.
Amazing. The others weren't even close to this bestial elegance.
Sir, he's going to be conscious in a few seconds.
It's as if rage is his lifeblood.
He's out of control, sir! We've got to get out of here! Now!
Fascinating. This one is indeed the perfect Weapon X.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna break out. We'll just let this finish. No, of course not. We're gonna break out. I don't even know what happens if you just stay in there. Probably nothing. Goodbye. Hello? Hello? So now we just kill all these guys. Jesus! Could y'all not do that, okay? Come on. Your security guards aren't gonna do shit. Oh my god, dude. Got on a suicide mission. He said, I'm taking you out whether or not I live. I wish you were able to... I mean, this is gonna sound weird, but I wish you were able to attack the random scientist. Would that not be more of his style? Alright, so we're definitely going to save here. Because the way that this mission, or this part here works, it can be very tricky. Ow! You know when I said it might be tricky? I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the damn cutscene that played as soon as I walked in the damn room. I completely ignored it. Like an idiot! Alright, so this part, okay, so if you're down there while that green blast happens, you die. You also have to jump over the gap. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking... I kind of you know, I overdid it there. I literally almost killed myself doing all those jumps. That's pretty crazy. You see now, I'm not even near that fire and it's still hitting me. What the hell?
Get away, you beast! Don't come
I don't think so. Also, I gotta go over here. Just checking. You know, you gotta make sure there's nothing over here, which there is, a danger room disc. For Wolverine, who would have guessed? Alright, now, back to you, motherfucker. And I've leveled up.
Ready for a scrap. You! Keep away from me, freak. I had every right to experiment on you. All you mutants are just sideshow oddities that deserve to be dissected. Ah! No! No!
So they treated you pretty bad there, huh?
That's what you got out of that. Interesting.
If it weren't for my mutant healing ability, I'd have died 100 times over.
Nice uniform. I can see our fan base will be increasing.
Hi, Miss Gray.
Please, call me Jean. I always feel old when someone calls me Miss Gray.
It's probably the gray part.
What are you up to?
I'm getting Cerebro ready for the Professor. We're going to scan for the Brotherhood in hopes of finding the Mount.
I've heard you have the same problem I do with controlling your powers. If you don't mind my asking, how do you handle it?
It's a problem I wrestle with every day, Allison. You see, if I overextend my powers, I can lose myself and become the Phoenix.
What's the Phoenix?
It's a destructive entity of awesome and frightening power. And because of it, I have to keep careful eye on how much energy I use.
Sort of like when you were keeping the Arbiter afloat.
Yes, exactly. I did only what was required. Anymore, and I stood a good chance of losing control.
Seems like everyone here is looking for the Mount.
Yes, the Professor is adamant that we find the Mount before anyone else does. I think Professor X is worried Magneto would be killed if someone else found his base.
Why would the Professor be concerned about Magneto's safety?
Because they used to be friends.
No way. The Professor and Magneto were friends?
Once upon a time, they were very close friends. Magneto even helped Professor Xavier build Cerebro.
So what caused them to become enemies?
They're not exactly enemies. They still respect each other. But I think they had a falling out over how to handle mutant-human relationships. Professor Xavier was too much of a pacifist for Magneto's tastes.
See you later, Miss Gray. Jean.
Bye, Allison.
Alright, now should be when we go to our next mission.
What's up, Professor?
Cerebro has discovered the Brotherhood is on the move again, this time to a potentially catastrophic location. The Boshnoi nuclear plant in Siberia.
Is Magneto with them?
No, at least according to Cerebro.
The Brotherhood has access to weapons-grade plutonium? This is most disconcerting.
Agreed. Whatever they're up to, the consequences will be disastrous. The Brotherhood must be stopped, or you may very well have to contain a nuclear meltdown.
Oh, dear God. They wouldn't.
Oh, yes, they would, Storm. Without batting an eye. We must stop them.
Right on, Psych. Let's go show the Brotherhood they're playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded gun.
Very well, X-Men. Be on your way. There's no time to waste.
The Brotherhood attacked a nuclear facility in broad daylight. They're getting more brazen with every move. Alright.
Yeah.
We are not going to be playing as Jubilee. The reason why I put Jubilee in is More so because why not? And I think we're gonna start adding a little bit more, you know, like customization rather than using the same people the entire time. But I'm not changing out Wolverine. I'm not changing out Iceman. And Storm is pretty good, so I don't really want to change her out either. So that 4th slot, though, that can kind of be whoever I feel like. And right now, I'm feeling Jubilee.
Please, please, I have family. Let me leave.
We're here to stop the mutants who attacked your facility. Do you know where they are?
Yet, I think they have gone. All except for the metal one.
Can you describe the metal one?
Duh. He wears a uniform much like yours, but he is Russian.
That has to be Colossus. Where is he?
He is at the nuclear core. No doubt eating it like a bear with honey.
Alright. Get out of here. Now.
Spasiba.
Alright, so Colossus is here. Yeah, Colossus is here, and we gotta go find him, as he is what's really keeping this whole thing together. Dude, there's something down there. How do I get down there without dying? Alright. I've made it down here without dying. It is a danger room disc? Yes, it is. Oh, there's a guy up there. There's 2 guys. There's a guy down there now. How did he get down there? I do not like this level. Not because it's a bad level. It's fine. But I don't like it because it's difficult. I mean, right now it's not too difficult, but right now it's not difficult, okay? As in currently, it's not that difficult. It will be. Oh my god. This guy took an explosion, did no damage to him. Storm, if you could, like, do anything besides what you're doing, if you could, like, literally hit these people, that would be cool. In fact, that'd be great. Because right now you were just blocking everybody. Go away! Haven't you people done enough damage? It's not what you think. We're here to stop the mutants who are attacking this plant. If that's true, then I need your help. The reactor is overheating and will melt down soon. How can we stop the reactor from overheating? Go over the bridge into the adjacent area. Then make your way to the controls for the coolant valves. All of them must be activated. Be careful though. There's a lot of damage to the plant, so there may be rubble or other obstacles in your way. Once the valves are open, you have to come back here and turn on the flow to the main coolant van. So is that it? Yes, and good luck. The lives of thousands are in your hands. Why can't you turn on the coolant valves? Because the mutants that caused the overload are not allowing anyone near the control panels. What if we fail? The reactor will melt down and radiation will leak into the air and groundwater. Thousands will die and many more will become terribly ill. Thank you for your help. Right. So now we have what our main mission is for this level. Cool. Now we go through here. Well, I mean, I guess there is that guy we could talk to. I don't think he'll add anything. Hey guy, we did what you wanted. Thank you, the reactor is functioning normally. You've averted a nuclear disaster, but now you should aid the metal man in the reactor area. He is in need of help. A metal man? That must be Colossus. We have to save him. We already went through this, my guy. Like, we already know that Colossus is there. Like, did you forget the first conversation we had with the guy?
X-Men, thank the fathers you are here. I do not know how much longer I can last.
Colossus, what happened?
Because of Magneto's attack, the reactor is close to critical mass. If I drop this regulator, there will be a nuclear explosion.
What can we do to help?
Quickly! You must go to the control room above me and open the blast doors. From there, you can repair the brackets that hold this regulator in place.
Alright, and now we have a time limit. Cool! Awesome! Time limits!
Help here.
Where are my people? Where are you guys? What the fuck are you doing? Y'all are doing your own damn thing back here. Making me fight everyone on my damn own. On my fucking own, dude. What the hell? You're the X-Men, aren't you? Yes. We mean you no harm. I know. I have a cousin who studied at Professor Xavier's school. Your metal friend is tiring. You have to work quickly if you're going to save him. What can we do to save Colossus? You'll have to make your way to the upper deck of the reactor room and re-weld the holding brackets to the regulator that Colossus is supporting. Any of the X-Men with a ranged energy... What? Any of the X-Men with a ranged energy attack could do that. But how do we get to the upper deck? You must continue through those doors, but I would warn you, it'll be dangerous. How much longer will Colossus last? I cannot say. Your friend is incredibly strong, but he is beginning to show signs of exhaustion. And should he drop that regulator, the consequences would be disastrous. What would happen? Let me put it this way. Any of you mutants survive a nuclear explosion? Why is that way dangerous? A group of Brotherhood mutants is waiting for you, and they have no intention of letting you pass them. Thanks for the info. My pleasure, X-Men. I don't know why I gave him a little ominous thing at the end there. It wasn't on purpose. Alright. A. Dickwad. I owe you another ass whooping. And why are they not getting out of here? Hello? Are doorways your enemy now? Is that your weakness? You guys can come and help me at any time. Where did Beast go? He fucking decided he was gonna run out here and take them all on his own, which, I mean, I respect, but guy, you gotta know your own strength. You're not gonna fucking stand a chance. Oh, this is... Oh, I see. We need Jean Grey. I did not realize that I would need her, but you do, because you need to target this, push it in, and then use someone like Storm to close it off.
Yes. Spasiba. You have my gratitude, comrades.
What happened here, Colossus?
It was Magneto.
And the Brotherhood?
Yet. He called the group his acolytes. And there was one other man I did not recognize. He manipulated the radiation so that Magneto would not be harmed while he was within the reactor.
What was Magneto doing inside the reactor?
I overheard the acolytes say he was creating some type of material that generated gravitic ions.
What the fuck does that mean? Gravitic ions? We have to get this information to Professor X. Peter, you're welcome to tag along.
I'm sorry, my friends, but my sister, Illyana, has fallen ill. I cannot leave her side.
We could take Illyana to Mirror Island. Perhaps Moira and Forge can help her.
A most excellent idea, comrade. This should be the care she requires. Let us go immediately.
Awesome.
Peter, I promise you, I'll do all that's humanly possible to save her. But this is a most unusual case. I've looked for viruses, parasites, and tissue damage, but I can't find anything wrong with her.
I do not understand.
Peter, there is no physical reason she should be in a coma. And to make matters worse, her body has begun to shut down.
Doctor, please, I beg of you.
Don't give up hope. I've asked Forge to see if he can create a life support system to keep your sister alive.
Do you think he will succeed?
Knowing Forge, he's putting the finishing touches on the device as we speak.